Today we've got drunk biologists, another listener with beer troubles, the world of pre-gaming, and 10 reasons why Coke Zero is the perfect hangover soda. Let's go! Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for drinking. Thank you for joining. And I guarantee you're dancing to this music. It's great. Everybody loves it. I am Flex, hosting another show today. And always, I got my best friend with me. We got Beer Hugging Greg here.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. How we doing today?
I'm all right. I'm feeling, I don't know, ready for a beer, I guess.
Okay. I'm not as wily as I was before. I'm feeling a little more chill. I got to run this thing. I'm like the captain now.
Right.
But gracing us with her presence again, we got the salty sailor, Erica. Erica, how are we?
I'm great. I'm so excited to have you as captain. I feel very safe. I feel very secure and just really ready to hang out with Greg and make fun of you while you lead the show.
Okay. Would you consider me the captain of the salty sailor ship?
Absolutely not. There's only one captain.
That's overstepping. That is overstepping. I don't want to do that.
No, there is
That's
only
a bridge
one.
too far.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Yeah, but what I want to do, though, I want to give a shout out to our top listening city last week.
Okay.
Ashburn, Virginia.
Don't know
Hello,
why.
Ashburn. Hello, Virginia. And like we always say here on the Craft Beer Republic,
Thanks for not being West Virginia.
Not West Virginia. Which I was thinking about that again the other day. Just anytime somebody brings up Virginia, it just always irks me that, it makes me think of West Virginia, but not their fault.
No. But luckily they still haven't figured out podcasting yet. So
that is accurate because, they're just weird. That's all you can say. Anytime I see a squirrel, I'm just like, they eat you in West Virginia. That's a real thing.
It's a delicacy.
Stay out of West Virginia if you are a squirrel.
Yeah.
But on some banger news here, I think you guys have another beer to drink.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so why don't you fill everybody in on this one?
Ooh, let's go. Okay, friends, this is going to be good because it's from Astoria. It's from Astoria, Oregon, which is this is where the Salty Sailor.
Is that where you embarked on your maiden voyage?
Yes, my maiden voyage came from Astoria, Oregon, which is this buoy hazy pale ale, which Greg is also drinking. Sent him one as well. So this hazy pale ale is 5.5 ABVs. And let me tell you a little bit about it. It's bright citrus, tropical, honeydew, and peach aromas. They shine through the glowing haze, balanced by a smooth, pillowy malt body. A modern hop blend of Citra, Dulcita, and Idaho 7 brings expressive fruit character with rounded aromatics without overwhelming bitterness. Pale malts, oats, and wheat create the golden haze and soft texture, giving this hazy pale ale its refreshing, easy drinking profile and satisfying finish. That's it.
That felt like the voiceover before you get on Star Tours. That was great.
That's it.
Never been on that.
I'm usually just terrified when I'm about to get on that one. That's the one that's in the dark, isn't it? Which one's Star Tours? Oh, when you just sit and like...
That's the motion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a ride.
It's like the journey continued or something like that.
Yeah.
Well then, anyways. On the schnoz, I really pick up the citrus notes that you discussed earlier.
Okay.
A little orangey, maybe a little peach in there as well. Hazy pale, right color, right see-throughness,
Definitely.
nice lacing.
Nice
Agree.
head.
Let's give it a little swig.
Little fluff. Real light on the tongue. I do get a little of that honeydew, I think, on the tongue jobber. Maybe a little peach. Real light. Let's see, 5.5%. Yeah, pretty well hidden. Summer drinker for sure.
Definitely.
If I had to make one complaint, there is a pinch more maltiness than I expect out of a hazy pale, but overall, really great beer.
Yeah, I agree with some of the notes that you catch. For me, I catch a little more yeastiness though on that part. I get a little bit of the honeydew, but instead of maltiness, I get a little bit of a yeast character. but it is still a pretty easy drinking, nice beer. So yeah, Bowie beer. They have quite a story behind them. So Astoria is really kind of a hipster town for which is so odd thinking about it because it's on the mouth of the Columbia River, right? Where the Pacific Ocean meets.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah. It's exactly what it looks like. It's just blue with googly eyes and cookies float by.
Oh, wow.
Was that a Cookie Monster impression?
I don't know. I'm just
okay.
So what
yeah.
a mouth does.
Yeah. So it's a lot of
what that mouth do.
I thought yours went like or something like that, or whatever you do. I don't know.
Does a little this, a little that.
Okay, it's all over the place. So there are a lot of fishermen and loggers in Astoria, but it is a hipster town actually, and there's a lot of breweries. Fort George Brewing, Rogue was there until it shut down. Breakside from Portland came down there, and Bowie. So I mean, it has a great beer culture, and Bowie, right on the river, right? These picture pilings, above the river, and there was a window inside where you could look down, and sea lions would be going underneath.
Oh,
you could see on the floor,
awesome.
And the production facility that was adjacent, I believe, collapsed into the river in 2022.
We talked about this.
Yes. Was it on? I think it was on an episode.
Yeah, I think one of the ones you were on, and yeah, we talked about. I think you sent it to me, so we talked about it, and I didn't realize this was the same brewery.
Yeah, this is the same brewery, so they're still going strong, but they had to relocate and all that, and so this is from the Easter beer hunt that we had, and so you may have seen a little dirt or grass on your beer that I sent you. I think I found it under a log. Someone put it in there when fun little tradition, but I thought I'd kick one your way. So
nice. Well, I appreciate it. This is a nice little warm weather beer.
Sure. Exactly.
Heck yeah. Well, before moving on, I forgot to do this. So everybody out there listening, make sure you follow Erica at Necknosh for all your pretzel necklace beer festival needs, and follow us. Because if you're listening, hopefully you already do, at Craft Beer Republic, and send us some fun email, beer horror story, mail at craftbeerrepublic.com.
That's it.
That would be lovely. And more important news now, Greg did some research.
You guys, I did actual research.
Beer research or wine research?
Rare.
Beer.
It shouldn't be too rare around these parts, but it's rare. So
it can be. Yeah. I had to go to San Francisco last week for work. And while I was there, a couple things. First, the Dodgers were in town.
Cool.
And I have never been to Giant Stadium for a game. I've been there when it's empty. A friend of a friend, he was doing some work there, showed me around, but I'd never been there for a game. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going for a game. And they were there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, dang.
I mean, kismet. And so I was going to go on Wednesday because Tuesday was a little rainy and it stopped raining. So I was like, I'm going Tuesday and maybe I'll go Wednesday too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I went Tuesday, and as soon as I purchased my ticket, it started pouring.
Not cool.
So I waited about 10 minutes and it stopped. So we were fine. I went to the game, and then I think it was about the bottom of the sixth, started pouring again. Lasted for, it was not very long. It's funny. I look over, I'm like, oh crap, it's starting to drizzle. And I look across the field. I'm sitting up top behind first base. By the way, glorious views of the entire bay. It was amazing.
Man.
I was going to say, I've heard there's 2 stadiums to check out in the MLB. One is San Francisco and the other is Pittsburgh.
I've not been to Pittsburgh, but I can tell you now that it was gorgeous. Views of everything. I had looked up beforehand. I went on Reddit and it was like, where do I sit if I'm not going to sit in right behind home plate type of thing? Right. And it was like, sit up top, first base, you'll see the entire bay. And boy, that did not disappoint. Hey. But then bottom of the sixth, it starts drizzling. I was like, oh no, it's gonna drizzle. Baseball players are notoriously weenies when it comes to rain. They're gonna call this, And then I look across the field, and across the field, I can see the rain coming. Like it's pouring in the outfield. And then all of a sudden, 30 seconds later, all of a sudden it's pouring on us. I'm like, oh no, and everyone's running for cover. And they did not call the game. They didn't even pull out the tarps. I was really surprised. It rained for probably 3-4 minutes. And then it stopped, and they just came out and they raked the infield and kept going. I was pleasantly surprised.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, had a couple beers, had a couple dogs. I got to admit, I had a banquet while I was there.
And?
fine. No problems at all.
Pretty okay beer.
It was pretty solid okay beer. I went to a stand that had some ads for they had hot dogs, and they had ads for like, oh, we got this beer and this Topo Chico, whatever. So I ordered one, and the guy looked at me like I was crazy, and he goes, yeah, we don't have that. And I said, well, what do you got besides? And right in front of me was the Coors Light handle. I was like, well, what do you have besides Coors Light? He goes, we have Banquet. I was like, Banquet it is.
Yeah.
So I had a Banquet and a dog. Then later I had an IPA. But anyways, great stadium. The next day,
Nice.
I was going to go again to the game on Wednesday, except tickets had doubled because Shohei was pitching.
Oh, that's stupid.
And I was like, look, I'm not paying double for the same seats just to see Shohei pitch. If I was going to do that, I'd do it at Dodger Stadium or whatever. Like, I'm just here for work and I want to catch the game and have some fun. So instead, hopped on some cable cars, took it over to Fisherman's Wharf, and went to the Humble Sea tap room on the wharf.
Oh,
Heck
cool.
yeah.
It was phenomenal. They had a, pretty good selection of Humble Sea beers, and it was in the little harbor there. Like, I just had this view of the bay and boats and the Bay Bridge, and it was gorgeous. And I'll have to post some. I have a couple pictures, I think. I'll post them on the socials. It was great. Humble Sea, obviously, good beers, and the view was not bad at all. And it wasn't crazy marked up. I thought it's Fisherman's Wharf. This is going to be $13 a beer easy. It was not. It was like $8-9 a beer.
That's not bad.
So that's just what they do then, huh? Because we were in Santa Cruz not that long ago, and they had a pop-up beer garden on the wharf.
Mm.
And it was super cool.
This is permanent, or at least permanent-ish. It's a real building.
It's a full building. Okay.
Yeah, they got signage.
But it's like
and
on
all
the
that stuff.
On the wharf or just along the water?
No, on the wharf.
Yeah.
Like there's all kinds of business. There's like restaurants and there's a little like kid zone and all this stuff.
Fuck is a wharf? I hope I'm not the only person wondering what the fuck a wharf is.
He's in Wisconsin. That's right.
Oh yeah, it's like a big dock.
Oh, okay.
A really long pier.
Yeah,
Matey.
pier or dock
you can take a walk off of, but
that's right.
Not the long one.
We still just call those piers here.
For anybody that's been to Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, they'll know where this is, because on one side is Humble Sea. On the other side is where all the sea lions hang out and like bark at people.
Okay.
So after I had a couple of beers, I went over, got some pictures of the sea lions, and you could see like Ghirardelli Square. I got some really cool shots. But yeah, it was a good time.
Sounds so rad.
Yeah. And then I took my first Lime scooter, which is not beer related, except I had a nice buzz going. And I was buzzy on my Lime scooter. I had that thing at full blast as I got back to the cable car.
They're kind of dangerous.
They're surprisingly fast. I did not expect that. And I, of course, had no safety anything. I was like, this is great.
We were downtown this past summer, Milwaukee. I don't know if other cities do it. They have a Bastille Days celebration in downtown Milwaukee. And the kids love French cuisine and baguettes and shit. So we went down there. And there was this group of dudes. I'm assuming they were already a little buzzed.
Sure. A little hydrated.
And they were riding these scooters. And the one guy in the front thought he would try to do a bunny hop on the electric scooter.
They are not lightweight.
Yeah. So he couldn't get it off the ground, which means he fell.
Right.
And then his two buddies behind him then ran over him and fell.
Yeah.
And it became almost like a fight amongst friends. And we had to, scurry away because we had the kids.
Right.
But it's like, it's just somebody wasn't too smart, and these things are, they can get dangerous.
Yeah. Well, if you've never done it before, I highly recommend getting buzzed and driving some limes.
It was that good?
It was fun. I'm definitely going to do it again. And I have to do those kind of things when my wife's not around.
I was going to ask, would Shannon do it with you or
would she support that?
Absolutely not.
Have you tried a Waymo yet?
I did. I did that my last trip to San Francisco.
Yeah.
It was mostly great because no one's there like asking you weird questions or smelling weird or anything like that. The only
weird.
Bad like sports team opinions, none of that stuff. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fuck the Giants. The only thing that was weird is my drop-off location was it was at work, and behind, I don't know how to explain this well for a podcast, but behind work is this bridge that kind of goes up. Work is on, ground level, sea level, if you will. And then there's a bridge behind it. Well, it dropped me off on the bridge. and I had to find these stairs and walk down, which was not super far, but it was also unexpected. So the next day I tried it again, and I like adjusted my drop off point. Same exact shit. So this time I was like, maybe it's just a thing. So I tried to put in my work for a pickup instead of a drop off. And once again, it was going to make me walk up to that bridge to get picked up. So I didn't do it this time. Last time I did it because I had this conference call I had to be on. So it was super convenient. I didn't have to apologize for being on a call. I was just like, I'm on the call and it's quiet in here, but it's cool. You get to like control the radio from your phone, and you can control the seats so you can have more leg room.
Oh yeah,
and that kind of stuff.
We took some in Austin.
You feel
don't
safe
have
enough to do it?
Yeah.
They feel safe.
Because that's like the driverless car, right?
Driverless car,
Yeah.
no issues. I mean, they don't go on the freeway.
Okay.
Yeah, they feel safe, but like in Austin, I was not a fan. My girlfriend kept wanting to call, because as women too, you're like, you feel a little safer too, right?
Oh,
like,
sure.
There's no person driving you, but we're in a group, so I would have been fine with a regular driver. It embarrassed me so many times. I was so over it. I'm like, can we stop calling Waymos? Because it just doesn't do common sense, right? So
Right.
we're pulling into this place, and this giant party bus gets in front of us by this parking lot, and then the Waymo just stops. And an average driver would have like backed up and went the way we came in, but it didn't. It just sat there. And then another car came in, and it couldn't move because our stupid Waymo was stuck.
Yeah.
And here we're in the Waymo, and I just feel like so embarrassed that we're holding up traffic because it doesn't know how to move around. And and it did stuff like that several times. I was over
I
it.
had that almost happen once. The first time I took it, it got up behind this delivery truck that had sort of illegally stopped in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And it kept getting closer. I think the Waymo was thinking like, I need to like push it on a little bit, but the truck had clearly stopped and was like going to empty out some shit.
Right.
And I was like, oh no, somebody's going to get behind us. We're going to be fucked.
That's exactly what happened.
And finally, after about 30 seconds, it like did this little maneuver and just like bloop, bloop, and like went around the truck. And I was like, oh, thank God. So
Thank God.
I had Uber driver in Austin told us when we were there last year, he goes, yeah, the Waymos here, they've actually had to change their programming to be more aggressive because the people hate them so much. They'll purposely trap them in.
Oh, really?
Maybe we were getting trapped in. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Fun
Yeah,
times.
not a fan.
So,
Anyways.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
just
fun
feel like
scooter ride.
I would be uncomfortable not having control over.
to be
You know,
fair,
it's
you
like-
don't have a control over an Uber driver either.
Well, no, but
You
at
can
least,
yell at them at least.
Yeah, or they know what to do.
You can give them a dirty look.
Yeah.
I've never had an issue with an Uber driver. They're always pretty solid.
Oh, I had one guy who was all kinds of cracked out on something.
I've had one that was real bad where he like merges on the freeway at 30 miles an hour.
Oh God, I've had plenty
that's
of that.
terrifying.
And then he, accelerates and then lets off the gas. You feel the car slow and then he accelerates and then
So
back
dangerous.
off. And it's just like you're chugging along. And
Was his name Scott?
Does Scott drive?
It's like 5-6 years ago.
Ubers? Oh no, he's just
No. But that was probably the worst I've had. Everything else has been pretty solid.
Yeah, well, good.
Then I'm always that guy that tries to talk to my Uber drivers too.
Oh, I'm not.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
So I had one try to fall asleep multiple times when driving my entire family, and we just arrived from some international trip, so we were exhausted. But I had to I had my eyes glued on him, and I had to keep whacking his seat and stuff to keep him
Wait,
awake.
the driver was trying to fall asleep?
The driver was trying to fall asleep on us, and I'm like, dude,
That's
you've got a
alarming.
family of 4 in here. Wake your ass up.
I would have got out and called a new Uber.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, man, you okay?
Yeah.
Like, we're going down the freeway.
Nope.
It was like all freeway. So
Waymos don't
anyways,
fall asleep.
that's true. Okay.
Nope.
So that's true. Anyways.
Waymos 1, Uber 0.
Anywho.
All right. Well, it's my favorite segment of the show.
Oh.
Ooh, what's that?
Poop Beergate lives on.
Still?
The gift that keeps on giving.
This is it's the best. And the fact that all of these people have these stories to send in,
Could not
it
be
makes my
happier.
heart warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They feel empowered.
This listener says, hey guys, loving all these terrible beer stories. So I figured I'd contribute one that still messes with me. A few years ago, I was at a local tap room and ordered a West Coast IPA. Looked great. Smelled normal. Everything seemed fine. First sip, something was off. Second sip, it hit me. It tasted exactly like Band-Aids.
Mm.
Like I had just licked a fresh one straight out of the wrapper. I thought maybe I was crazy, so I took another sip. Huge mistake. And it somehow got worse. Super medicinal, kind of plasticky, with a bitter finish that just lingered forever. I asked my buddy to try it without telling him what I thought, and he immediately goes, "Why does this taste like a hospital?" At this point, I knew it wasn't just me. Didn't even try to power through it. I set it down and moved on with my life. Honestly shocked they were still serving it. Anyway, now every time someone says a beer has unique character, I get nervous.
Yeah.
Love the show. Thanks for making me feel better about my bad decisions. Kevin from Phoenix.
Oh, Kevin, I've had that. I feel so bad for you. I've had that in both beer and
does
wine.
This taste like hospital?
Is Belgian yeast tends to have that flavor, but then you tend to know it's like a Belgian. That's why I don't really like Belgians. To me, it's Band-Aid.
Yeah, like Saisons will sometimes have that. And,
yeah,
that phenolic flavor. No thanks.
Yuck.
No phenols for me.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had that, and I don't know.
You
if I
lucky
want to.
man.
Maybe you're Band-Aid immune.
Maybe so. Yeah, maybe you don't pick up that flavor.
Maybe I just love Band-Aids.
Just over there chewing on a box of Band-Aids.
You like licking things. I can just see you.
Hey, Flex, can I get a piece of that gum? Oh, this ain't gum.
It's adhesive.
It is sticky, but it ain't gum.
Oh, man. Well, let's see if my beer tastes like Band-Aids.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully not.
In a world where craft beer
Sponsored by Johnson &
A
Johnson.
world where muscles are bigger than growlers. Only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
Well, that was just enough time for me to remember I forgot to look this up.
Perfect.
Today, Mr. A. Beer is drinking Youngblood Beer Co. High Horse on a Soapbox. Because the can is kind of hard to read, I'm going to use my old friend Untapped here. A hazy double IPA, hybrid fermented with muscat grapes and dry hopped with Dulcita and Citra Lupamax. Interesting.
Yeah.
And
lots of big words.
Oh, so they usually have like a whole huge paragraph of description on the can. This one's pretty short. It says, "Who let that horse get up there on that soapbox? He's baked out of his mind."
All right.
Okay. Really fun can, though. This is what drew me in. This is a horse.
Oh, that
It's
is a
got
good can,
these
yeah.
Yellows, blues.
It's almost like a unicorn
pinks.
or something.
Yeah, it just looks really inviting. And then I saw the fermented with muscat grapes or is that how you say it? Muscat? I have no idea.
Muscat?
You're in
Yeah.
wine country.
Erica's close to wine country.
Well, let's just go with muscat. But I think those are those ginormous grapes that you get at Costco. They're like the size of like clementines.
Yeah, they're the sweet grapes.
Yeah, they're ginormous. You eat them like apples.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking
Crazy.
of muscadine. Isn't that what they usually use for like certain ales? I don't know about muscat. I don't know. I need to look this up. Continue.
I don't know. Any weasels. This is 8.2% ABV. Must be super fresh. I got 33 check-ins. That's it. 33.
Wow.
And a 3.88 cumulative on that. So we'll see how true that is. I got no tasting notes on this, which I usually love about Youngblood is they're pretty spot on with their tasting notes. Probably should have read the can before I bought it. So we'll blindly stick the nose buds in there.
Oh.
Trying to figure out what I'm getting here. It's nope, can't figure it out. It smells good though. It's kind of
not
sweet.
Band-Aidy.
Kind of sweet. It's almost like stone fruity melon.
Okay.
Kind of delicious, like candy like. The lacing on this, by the way, you like can't even see through
Gorgeous.
the glass.
No, at first I thought you had a white glass, and then I realized
Yeah.
it was lacing.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. The lacing's phenomenal. The head, pretty small, but it stays on. Super hazy, a little bit darker than I usually enjoy. It kind of looks like dehydrated pee, but murky. Doesn't taste like pee because I already had a sip, but we'll warm up the old tongue jobber.
Here we go.
Okay.
And we'll see what I'm tasting here.
So while he's digging in, I'm going to say that the Muscat is a large family of aromatic grapes known for their distinct floral. But anyways, blah, blah, blah. Moscato wine, Greg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Okay. See?
That makes
I
sense.
live near wine country. And that's... How's it going, Flex?
America's not big on the Moscato wines.
No?
So it's going, the spear's delicious.
Oh, good.
There's like 1% low end bitterness to it. The mouthfeel is extremely pillowy. I'm assuming this is maybe from the fermented grapes, but extremely dry on the finish. Like dries the tongue out insanely where you just got to keep going in for another sip. The flavor, though, I'm trying to figure this out for the life of me. I can't figure this out. 1 second.
Okay. Is it a specific fruit you're looking for, or Band-Aids, or?
It's not Band-Aid.
Good.
But it's sweet. Maybe a little bit of like herbaceousness to it. But there's no
good word.
like one fruit. I keep thinking like melon sweetness to it, like kind of like candied.
Okay.
And it's rather delicious. Like I wasn't extremely fond of this the second I poured it out. I was kind of bummed, and then the more it's warmed up, this has just become extremely delectable. 388, I think I said on 33 check-ins. I'm minimally rating this a 4.
Wow.
Nice.
It's probably a 4.25 on the check-in. This is wonderful. I just wish I knew what my brain was tasting here. I just wish I could put it out there. I just can't put my finger on it.
Well, it's interesting that both our beer and yours had the Dulcita as a primary hop, and then Greg pulled out honeydew. And when he said that, I was like, oh, I can definitely taste honeydew. You kind of said melon, maybe honeydew. I wonder if that's a characteristic that comes from
possibly. It's
potentially.
something I
don't
usually
know.
Google. I did not Google it, but yeah, I'm also it's almost like a peach melony thing going on.
Our beer has similar peach melony things going on.
Yeah,
too.
but this is delicious. I've never heard of the Dulcita hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I had either.
That's what I thought was interesting. We both had Dulcita in our beers.
We totally planned it out because we're that professional.
Yeah, that's what we do here at the Craft Beer Republic.
Oh my gosh,
Definitely
you guys.
a thing.
Dulcita hop, you know what its profile is?
Melon?
Absolutely everything except melon. There's not a single thing about melon in here. Pineapple, coconut.
The entire fruit aisle. Except for melon.
Exactly. It's like peach, it does say. Anyways.
It tastes like melon? No.
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting peach confused with melon. I don't know. Regardless, we're not professionals. Anyway.
Yeah.
On to some news.
All right.
The Brewers Association's 2025 Top 50. Sierra Nevada overtakes Boston Beer at number 2. That's big news for California here.
Start with number 100.
Oh, okay. Yingling. No, I'm just kidding. We do got the top 10 here for you. Number 10, or Erica, not country, but Erica growing up country. Deschutes Brewery, Bend, Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
That's
so
up
pretty
by
legit.
Where you grew up.
No,
Number 9, Monster Brewing. They're so great.
Way to ruin beer.
Yeah, I'm not even going to tell you anymore. Number 8, Brooklyn Brewery, Brooklyn, New York. Number 7, Gambrinus, Shiner, Texas.
Not for
number
long.
6, Athletic Brewing Company. Milford, Connecticut. I guess good for you guys for making the list.
I shouldn't count.
Number 5, Duvel Mortgott, USA.
Not surprising.
They
That's
just got
Firestone and
Firestone. Yeah.
And now Trumer and now Stone. And
yep, they just
also
growing.
Boulevard and one more.
Everything.
Yeah.
Not everything, but everything. Number 4, Beer brands, New York, New York.
Very descriptive.
Number 3, Boston Beer Co., Boston, Massachusetts. Already gave it away. Number 2, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company.
Yay.
Chico, California.
All
Hey,
right.
Chico.
And number 1, it wasn't 100, guys. DG, Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
How's that light one they have?
It's trash.
You should tell your customers.
Yeah, all of them.
Absolute trash. And the regular Yingling, pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
Just throwing it out there.
Pretty not bad.
Pre-gaming, not just for college kids anymore. As further evidence of our evolving drinking culture, adults in their 30s and 40s are now having a drink or two at home to pregame before going out for the night. Millennials and Gen Xers are reliving their college days to save a few bucks before concerts, events, or even a regular Friday night. And who can blame them in these inflationary times? Are you a pre-gamer?
Absolutely.
Well,
It depends what it is, but
I'm usually not.
okay.
Okay. Depends on who's driving for me.
Yeah, it depends on who's driving. And like if we're going to a concert and there's an establishment nearby that we can go drink beforehand
Okay.
and maybe get a nice buzz going before we walk into the concert or game or whatever it is, very much a pre-gamer.
Yeah.
So here's my issue with pre-gaming. I just kind of lose control.
I can see that.
Like I lose all willpower. Like, because it's like the fun has now started. So now
Right.
I just
Keep it going.
I just want to have fun and I want to keep having fun.
Yeah.
So then by the time I get to said event, I'm not pre-gamed anymore. I'm like Hall of Famed.
You know what? I had that happen to me. I'm going to say 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. We went to a concert and we were staying near the concert. So we said, hey, and there's a brewery we liked nearby. So we're like, we're going to go hit up the brewery. We'll have a couple beers, get a nice buzz going before we go into the concert, where then we only have to buy a beer or two. And, it'll be great. So we did that. We had a few beers. It ended up being more than a couple. We had a few beers before we went to the concert. Get in the concert, and beer selection was absolute trash and absolutely expensive. So we ended up drinking Jack and Diets all night.
That'll do it.
That did it, because the bartender was real friendly with those pours. And I don't remember getting back to the hotel that night.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
And I don't like that. Is too drunk for me. That's not fun, because I want to have fun and experience the concert and remember things. I don't want to be so hammered I don't remember.
Right. And I've been there.
Yeah. And I woke up the next morning like, what the fuck happened?
Right. And then
My
like
back hurt.
and then you almost regret, the night. You're like, wow, I just wanted to have fun, and instead I took it way too far.
Not almost. I regretted drinking that much. So I was like, I drink too much. I wish either I had one less Jack and Diet or had one or two less beers beforehand. Like I definitely overdid it. That was not what I was looking to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there multiple occasions.
Yeah.
And again, it's just, I start having fun and I just can't, I can't stop. It's just like one after the next, and you drink too fast, or you get those heavy pours, like you said. You had the friendly bartender, and things don't end very well. So I actively try not to pregame.
Yeah.
Especially when it's something that you're like, I want to remember this. Like you were saying, like when we went to, I can't remember which concert it was, but it was one of those all day ones. And I wanted to see Weezer because it was one of the people in the lineup that I hadn't seen, right? Like Weezer. And I legitimately don't remember Weezer of the night because
I hate that.
Yeah, it was too much, unfortunately. And so I missed out on that. It's like, that wasn't worth it.
Unfortunately, I do very much remember my one Weezer concert.
You said unfortunately?
Unfortunately.
Not so good.
Not because of Weezer. No fault of their own. It was because of the person I was with. But
say it ain't so, Greg.
Whoa. If I could have, I would have destroyed my sweater. But this year, Weezer is coming back around this year. And I told the wife, I was like, we must go to Weezer because I need to right the ship when it comes to my memory of being with people at Weezer. And so we are going to see them in October now. And I'm very excited for it. So
they seem like a band too that would just be great live.
They're just a fun show.
Like they would be sound the exact same as they sound, on an album or the radio or
when I saw them before, like they brought out some kids I'm going to say choir. Choir's not the right word because it was band, it was instruments, not singing. And like they had them play with them for a couple songs and that kind of thing. But I do take some umbrage with this article. It says adults in their 30s and 40s are now having a drink or two to pregame. I'd argue that our generation invented pregaming, and now we've just reached the age of 30s and 40s, and that's why.
I honestly, the way you bring it up like that, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's not that all of a sudden old people are pre-gaming. It's that the people who fucking invented pre-gaming have so reached old.
Yeah, we always pre-gamed and we will always pre-game.
Yeah.
I think you're right. That term belongs to us. So it's like saying
fuck off Gen Z.
Gen Z and yeeting or something.
Well, it did say millennials and Gen Xers.
That's us.
I'm a Gen Xer. I mean,
Flex and I are millennials.
Okay.
You're not a Gen Xer, are you?
Yeah, I think I technically am. I was born in 80, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the cutoff, isn't it?
Like 82.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So pre-gaming is a thing.
Okay.
Just reminded ourselves how old we are.
Yep.
Cut that part out.
My hip hurts for sure.
Speaking of that,
I need to go to
my
sleep.
Geritol. All right.
Idaho fish and game biologist arrested after allegedly drunk driving on the job. That's not good, Idaho.
Yeah.
I also can't believe they have breweries. Anyway.
2.
Aren't you supposed to drink when you're fishing? According to police, just before noon on April 17th, an officer in Ashton, Idaho, was wrapping up a traffic stop when a woman approached and reported a gray Chevy pickup swerving badly on the Highway 20. She said the truck had just pulled into a nearby grocery store parking lot. The officer located the truck, which had an Idaho Fish and Game logo on it, and watched as the driver came out of the store, got back in, and drove off. While following the vehicle, the officer observed it crossing the shoulder line multiple times and weaving between lanes. The driver then turned onto Fisherman's Drive, appropriately enough, damn it, and pulled into the Jump-Off Canyon boat dock, where police say he parked in what was described as an evading manner. He then turned around, drove back toward the highway, and continued weaving and changing lanes without signaling. That really grinds my gears, changing lanes or turning without signaling. Just let me know when you're doing it.
Right.
The officer initiated a traffic stop, and things immediately got a little weird. When asked to roll down his window, the driver instead opened the door. When questioned about it, he admitted the window worked fine. He just chose not to use it.
Sure.
The driver, identified as Martin, told the officer
sounds fake.
He only had 2 IPA beers about 6 hours ago. He was then asked to perform field sobriety tests, which he failed. And then came the breathalyzer. Martin blew a .211.
Oh, 2 IPAs, huh?
Nearly 3 times the legal limit, and he was arrested. So maybe he had 2
crowlers.
IPAs,
maybe some 2 crowlers of
triple
IPA.
IPAs.
Were those maybe a couple of Dogfish Head 120 IPAs?
There
like
you go.
19%.
Martin is clearly not
Full of shit.
Yeah, he's not an honest man. He's not an honest Abe.
Or can't handle his booze.
Ah.
I'm going to go with yours.
He popped some Vicodin in those IPAs.
1 Vicodin, 2 beers. That'll probably get you a .211.
I mean, it sounds like a good night for me, but
Not for me, my friend.
Yeah, you are one of a kind, Greg.
now I sound like a drug addict.
He's really not, everybody. He's not.
No.
Just
It's very under control.
super.
That's what we want to hear.
What do you say? We finish this up in Florida.
Oh,
Hello, Vanessa.
hi, Vanessa.
No.
Oh,
Erica?
hi, Vanessa.
Oh,
Sorry.
there we go. Okay.
I was reading the story. Hey, girl. Hey.
Somebody is sleeping. Florida
Uber
mayor
driver.
arrested after allegedly flunking drug test while on probation for drunk driving. That's what we want in our Florida mayors.
It's another day in Florida.
Teresa Heitman, the mayor of Naples, was arrested Monday night for violating her probation after testing positive for marijuana. We are aware of the situation involving Mayor Teresa Heitman, a Naples spokesperson told the Post in a statement. adding that the city's vice mayor will step in during Heitman's absence. Heitman, who has served as mayor since 2020, was first arrested on August 28th, 2024, for driving with a blood alcohol level more than twice the legal limit after plowing into a neighbor's mailbox. Probably just had a couple IPAs.
It happens.
Yeah.
Her probation reportedly barred alcohol use and required substance evaluations and random drug testing.
Oof.
Do you, Flex, especially, do you remember this story? We talked about it when it happened. And as soon as I saw this, I remembered it. She was the one that she got pulled over and they were like, Madam Mayor, we need you to do this. And then she's like, I am not the mayor tonight. Tonight I am just Teresa.
My memory is so bad.
It's fair. Mine normally is too. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, we've talked about her before. She's a doozy.
This sounds about right, though.
Huh.
Pretty on brand.
Very Florida.
Yeah. So maybe this night she wasn't the mayor either.
You're right. She was just some random stuff.
Yeah, she was some random Teresa Heitman and, just, doing
What
her
threw
thing.
me off and why I got distracted when you were talking, I saw the name Heitman and mayor. And the friend that I know named Greg that lived not far from you, Greg, his mom was the mayor, Ventura,
Oh.
and their last name is Heitman, spelled just like that.
Oh, how funny.
Two N's?
Yes.
Has she recently
That
moved
really
to
blew
Florida?
my mind, by the way. Can I just say that? The two
Yeah.
N's in the last name, that blew my mind.
Yeah, that's when I saw that. I was like, that's so weird because I actually know another person that was a mayor and it was
Heitman.
2011 to 2016 in Ventura, California.
And
Yeah.
has she recently, within the last 6 years, moved to Naples?
Well, no, but maybe they have a kid. I don't know. No, they're a pretty stand-up family, but that's pretty unusual. That's super weird.
But it sounds like a thing for like a Naples mayor to do. Because Naples
Yeah.
is like a big, like, you go to retire, you go to Naples. It's like
Yeah.
Fort Myers to Naples area. It's like
Okay.
Oh, is
all
it?
retired folk. So, she's
Interesting.
probably just down there partying with everybody else.
Cruise
And
control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going to the
Chick just gets
retirement
caught.
homes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Smoking some weed, drinking some IPAs.
They don't have weed in Florida, do they?
Not legally. They're not cool enough for that.
Yeah, they just got
No.
meth, I think.
Yeah.
That's it. Meth and grenades.
I mean,
And alligators.
obviously
Yeah.
Teresa
Oh, yeah,
smuggled
they
some
do,
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Florida too, I'm always looking for alligators.
Oh, they're going to say meth.
Right? Or like a manatee in a ditch somewhere, right? I mean, there's
Right.
got to be one or the other.
It happens every 5 minutes.
Where the fuck did I see manatees? It was at a
You've
zoo.
seen one?
Not in the wild.
Just in a ditch.
Still?
I think it was the Cincinnati Zoo we went to,
That's so cool.
and they get in rescued manatees from Florida who are in boat
Seriously?
accidents and shit.
Mm.
And then they rehabilitate them in the zoo, and then they send them back out into Florida in the wild when they're like rehabilitated.
Seems like it'd be more efficient if they had a manatee rehab center in Florida.
You would think so.
It's like, let's do
Instead of
some
Ohio.
fundraising so we can transport them from one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
They
I used to
FedEx
be
in these
obsessed.
manatees.
I'm not the one that started this program.
I know.
Can I just throw that out there? So maybe somebody listening in Florida, maybe Vanessa, start a manatee rehabilitation
Right.
zoo.
Vanessa's got a pool.
Yeah, think about that transportation.
Yeah, just do it and rehab the manatees in Vanessa's pool.
How do you think you transport manatees?
Not easily.
Like,
Yeah.
you think you plane them like a
You must.
pool in a plane, and
They're not fitting in a smart car, I'll tell you that.
yeah, or boat them,
Boat. Up what river?
train them. Like one car is just all water. It's like, oh,
Seems reasonable.
don't worry about this one; it's full of manatees.
My license plate cover used to say, I love manatees. It was because someone punked me. My neighbor was like, happy birthday. I hope you figure out what your birthday present is. And it took me forever because I love manatees and I was just all about manatees at the time. And it's like weeks later, I'm like, what the hell? It says I love manatees on my license plate cover. Kept it forever. And then Sterling would drive it to work and McDreamy and at the hospital it still said,
Questions.
I love manatees.
That's good.
Heck yeah!
Special.
Well, at least everybody knows.
We should get her a new one that says I transport manatees.
Yeah, just strapped to the hood of my car. Just wrap something giant in a tarp or something.
I'm still trying to figure out, like, it never crossed my mind before until you said it. There. Why don't they rehabilitate them just in Florida?
Maybe there's some underground channel that they're just kind of like, kind of like those tubes they used to put mail in.
Cincinnati.
Just
it's like one of those pneumatic tubes, but for manatees.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like very reasonable.
Like a Mario pipe.
Yeah.
Pneumatic tube.
Oh, hey, a manatee showed up. Went down the tube again.
Sorry.
We should on that note, I think we should
this up. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, all right. And everybody out there, follow Erica at Necknosh for all your pretzel necklace needs. Follow us at Craft Beer Republic. Send us a mail at craftbeerrepublic.com. You got a drunk story? Are you drunk? You want to give us a call? Call 805-538-BEER. If you got a beer horror story or Poop Beergate, my favorite segment on the show, please send us your Poop Beergate story. Hope you guys are all staying very well hydrated out there.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.
Oh, way to dock the ship there, Flex.